have the most supportive family ever.
I had a 3-year-old at home.
I've got 2, and they were teenagers when I went through this process.
It wasn't just my husband and I. I had gosh, he wasn't even 1 yet.
I have an awesome physics teacher husband who did national board before I did. Well, he can't be the only rock star in our house, right?
I have a beautiful, talented wife that teaches English, who's also nationally board certified. When I went through it, my son was about a year old.
So a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old at the time. They're now 8 and 5, and we have 2 national board certified teachers in our house. Yeah. Our kids need parents. So if we went through it together, we don't want to have parentless kids running amok. So we had to balance that.
The most challenging part of balancing your candidacy is truly the time.
Telling them that they couldn't be first.
It was a challenge, but it also gave me a reason to get away.
When I started out in this process, I was very forthright with my family and informed them, I'm going to go forth on this journey. And the one thing I do know is that I will need to commit some time to this.
I think that it's more important not only to talk to them, but to show them.
I tried to find ways to make it a game. As soon as I could start videotaping, I did. And I literally taped every day because I just wanted to see what I was doing as a teacher. I'd bring home the videotape and go, woo, we're gonna watch Mommy on TV. And so that's really what it was. They like to snuggle, I like to snuggle, so they'd all climb up in the chair with me.
We'd get up in the middle of the night, and so I took advantage of it. I would just hop up and go because I knew if I warmed up that bottle and I was feeding him and he could sit there next to me in the lazy boy and I could prop it up ever so slightly and I could put in a videotape. And so in the wee hours of the morning, I could actually watch myself teach.
Seriously, I found that I needed to take time for family and say, okay, this is family time.
And national board's a priority, but it's not the priority.
And kind of put national board off to the side for a few hours. And then you could come back and say, okay, I did family time, and now I can come back to the national board.
So I would just make changes to my daily routine, and it worked. And during those nap times, that was my time to be able to spend on the candidacy.
It just hit me as I looked at her and I looked at the bins and thought of myself and my students and where I was trying to push myself as a professional, and I thought, what if every teacher that Maya had committed themselves to this process? What if every teacher began to look at Maya through a lens of truly knowing her for more than maybe what her test scores bring in? Can you imagine the possibilities for her? And that just really sunk in that day, and I thought, that's why I'm doing this.
I wanted to show my girls are teenagers, and I wanted to show them what dedication to your profession is.
It's so important for candidates to kind of have your significant others make that commitment with you, because they're going to be with you when it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you're up on the laptop and they are they're in bed, but they know that they know what you're going through. They're living everything with you.
So I think that's what our kids probably see most in us, that we truly care about what we do. And it's not just our job. This is our life. It is something that we thrive on. We thrive on being able to be a teacher. It's not just a thing we do. It's a thing we get to be. And it's just a true honor.